Hi guys, this is Sunita. Welcome to your class 11, English, chapter 1, part 5. So today we are going to discuss the question answers of this chapter, understanding the text, and the first question is the three phases of the author's relationships with his grandmother before he left the country to study abroad. So here actually this chapter has been divided into three phases, and let me tell you the what are the three phases here. First phase of the author's relationship with his grandmother was when the author's parents went to live in the city and left him with his grandmother. She took utmost care of him, right from walking him up in the morning to getting him ready for school. They were always together and enjoyed an easy companionship. While the second phase, was when the author's parents asked them to come to the city. This was the time when Khushwant Singh's relationship with his grandmother changed. The author went to an English school. She could no longer accompany him, nor could she help him in the studies. She continued getting him ready for school and asking him about his studies. As they shared the same room, however, she rarely talked to him after learning that he was learning music at school. Slowly, the friendship between them weakened. Third phase. The third phase when the common link of friendship, the room they shared, snapped when the author moved to the university and was given a room of his own. His grandmother accepted her seclusion with resignation. Okay, so now guys, let us talk to the second question. What is the second question here with us? And the second question is three reasons why the author's grandmother was disturbed when he started going to the city schools. So let me share the three reasons with you. First reason, she could not go with him to leave him to school, as he went to school and went in the school bus. This broke her connection with the author and disturbed her. So, second reason, in the English school, she could not help him with his lessons in English and science because she neither knew English nor science. Thus, she had no faith in what was being taught there, and thus she was disturbed. So, what is the third reason? The third reason was she was unhappy that there was no teaching about God and the scriptures in the school. Instead, music was being taught, which to her had incident associations. This disturbed her the most because, according to her, this music was the monopoly of prostitutes and the beggars. So, now let us discuss the third question, and the third question is three ways in which the author's grandmother spent her days after he grew up. So what is the answer? Let me tell you. Here three ways have been asked. So first, she now spent most of her time at her spinning wheel, spinning thread. And the second way, while spinning, she continued reciting her prayers, rarely leaving her spinning to talk to anyone. And what is the third one? During the afternoons, she relaxed for a while to feed the sparrows while she sat in the veranda, breaking the bread into little bits. Hundreds of little birds collected around her. It used to be the happiest half an hour of the day for her. So let us talk to fourth question. What is the fourth question? Fourth question is the odd way in which the author's grandmother behaved just before she died. So just now we have read about it, that how oddly she behaved with the writer and with the family members. So let us actually, just before the day the grandmother died, a change came over her. She did not pray. She collected the women of the neighborhood, took an old drum, and started singing. Next morning, she was taken ill due to overstraining. The doctor said it was a mild fever and will go away, but the grandmother thought differently. She told everyone that her end was near and she would spend the last few living moments in prayer and would not waste her time in talking to anyone. She lay peacefully in bed, praying, and before anyone could suspect, her lips stopped moving. She passed away peacefully. So, now let us discuss the fifth question. And what is the fifth question? The way in which the sparrows expressed their sorrow when the author's grandmother died. So, the answer is in the evening, when the author and his family members went to grandmother's room to take her for the last rites, they saw thousands of sparrows sitting scattered on the floor near her. They were silent. There was no chopping. The author's mother offered them some bread, but the sparrows took no notice. After the grandmother's body was taken away, the sparrows flew away quietly. Thus, the sparrows mourned her death and paid their silent tribute to the grandmother in a unique manner. So, with that, our chapter is done, guys, and we'll meet in the second chapter. Thank you and have a nice day.